TGI Fridays, baby. Another week, man. We got a lot of stuff for y'all. Hopefully my man makes it in. We can push forward. Do what we do. You heard? Let me see if I get some cats in the building. Give me a minute. Yeah, let me just write, you know what I mean? Write a few cats. You know how it is, man. Yeah. Shook Night in the building, baby. Nice and early, baby. TGI Friday. Happy Father's Day to everybody, man. I gotta make sure I get that out there. Happy Father's Day, man. Yes, sir. I can't watch the game, but I know my computer saying 26-24 Indiana. First quarter, 4 minutes left, so they scoring a lot, I see. See, there's a lot of scoring going on. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, man. Yes, sir. Doug, let me know what it is, man. TPK in the building. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a busy day today. We got a lot of shit for y'all, man. We got NOP in the building. NOP hasn't been here in a while. We got Omar Vargas. LES Omar Vargas. I have to pause the V a little bit. Omar Vargas. Yes, sir. We got Sandra Oppenmeyer, a.k.a. Loca in the building, baby. Yes, sir. Loca ready to get busy. Y'all can't keep up with Loca in the comments. I put money on Loca. Word up, man. Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Even the Loca. Loca takes care of the kids like a mother, like a father, all that shit. Grandchildren. Happy Father's Day to you, Loca. So you get a Mother's Day and you get a Father's Day. Wow. You earned it, though. Yeah, man. Waiting for some people to pile up so then we can start this motherfucker. You heard? You know I'm ready. I stay ready. I don't even prepare for this shit like that. I write a couple notes. I got like major shit on my mind that like mandatory now shit. But when I do this here, man, this shit like riding a bike, man. For real, man. That's how much I master this shit. This shit riding a bike, man. Yeah, let me wait for a few more people, then we gonna start this marvelous show, man. I got NOP popping up in a couple of minutes. In case y'all don't know who's NOP, that's Noah Parker. Noah Parker's coming in the building. One of my old teammates. We used to go by Michael and Pippin. And you know who was Pippin and you know who was Michael. I ain't even gotta say it. Yes, sir. Alright, now that we getting more people's up in here. I already know, Loca, you keep it popping. Them grandkids gotta love you. Every time they go there, you chefing something. I be seeing it on the joints, on the posters. It be big shit too, you heard? Yeah, you already snowed, baby. Let me, now that we got enough people in the building, hold up. Yeah, let me slow this down real quick. Let me go to the message of the day. And then, then we're going to go to every segment like I do. And NOP's going to pop in early. That's just how he do, because he be playing golf and he just assumes when to pop in. When I told him to pop in 10 minutes after 6, which is 6 Pacific on the West Coast. All right, guys, I need y'all to listen to me real quick. I had a debate with my man the other day. He said that Tony Montana from the movie Scarface was as loyal as can be with the owner, Frank. I see you, Mo. Before I start, I got to shout you out. You one of my regulars. You know I got to shout you out. Shout out to Midwest Mo. So we were debating. He was like, yo, Tony was loyal. Tony went in, stuck them dudes that were going to stick him up. He killed them. They killed his man. Tony got the work. Tony got the money. Gave it to Frank. I said that was all lovely. I got no knocks on that. No knocks. But how do you say the nigga loyal when he been trying to fuck Frank's wife the whole movie? I need y'all to explain this to me. Where does loyalty come at when Tony Montana, since the beginning of the elevator scene, he was fucking in the elevator in the crib. And then not only that, he ended up bagging her, marry her, and all that shit. So if that's loyalty to y'all niggas, y'all gotta get your priorities straight. Loyalty runs through the board. Now with the money shit, Tony was loyal. I can't front. With the money shit, he was loyal. But he been trying to fuck that bitch the whole fucking movie behind Frank's back. Let's start this motherfucker. Give me a minute. Al York Sports, you heard? No cap, no cap. The raw truth. I made it short this time. We ain't gonna go with the longevity raw truth. I went short with it. Face mask short, you heard? But back to Scarface, man. All you motherfuckers, and I know everybody in this motherfucker seen it. Don't think for 1 minute that Tony Montana was loyal to Frank. That's why Frank put the Diaz brothers on him. It wasn't because he just disrespected them. The nigga been chasing his buns throughout the whole movie. Why you think Frank let him dance with her? That was the ultimate bait. He just let him dance, let him dance. When he said that peasant shit, or that ugly motherfucker said, he's a peasant. But with that, get your motherfucking facts straight. I love Tony Montana, I love Scarface, but he was not loyal to Frank, and that's bottom line. I just thought I hit y'all with some different shit, but reality shit is still reality. Happy Father's Day once again for all the late peoples that came in, the mothers that played a father role, all that shit. Happy Father's Day. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York. That's for my man Omar Vargas family right there. Also, peace to the shooter, Coast to Coast Mike, Futex, Mac 1, the R, Chico Linston. Also, shout out to Arrowhead Media. I was with them yesterday. We had mad fun in the casino. We got the video coming soon. I'm not going to tell you which one we did. Y'all got to tap in. But if you need service from them, we got a video coming out. We made a video on how to contact them. And also, you can reach them at Arrowhead Media 702 on Instagram. They do it all, man. These are my guys. They young and they hungry, man. All right. Now we're going to start off with the sports talk. We're going to go into the NFL. Former wide receiver Antonio Brown. They're looking for him for a murder charge or attempted murder. From my understanding, they was in a celebrity boxing event. And this is what I'm hearing from the sources. He started busting his gat in there. And he might have almost hit somebody. That's where the attempt murder come at. So my thing is like, we all knew, kind of like that record with Miss Melody and KRS, that he was headed for self-destruction. Soon as he ran off the field and did Tom Brady like that, because Tom Brady did everything in his power to get him to the Tampa Bay Bucks, you know, try to get him another ring, helped him out, restored his career. And he thanked Tom Brady by trying to fuck his wife and running out on him. I don't care if he was arguing with the coach. You should have stood there for Brady. Brady put himself out there for you to get you on that team. Nobody was going to get you on that team but Tom Brady. And this is why all this shit, I hate to say it, this is when I tell you all that karma shit. Pay attention. This here is karma. Antonio Brown, bro. He's going to continue to get karma. Other news. Shout out to my man Brian Breezy, snuck in the building. Happy Father's Day. I could walk and chew gum. Don't even worry about it. Cleveland Cavaliers All-Star guard Darius Garland, who missed the first 2 games against Indiana with the big toe. He has trouble with his big toe. Underwent surgery. He's going to miss 4.5 to 5 months, but he should be ready for training camp. So it was a great idea that you take care of that now. Fuck all that traveling Hawaii shit. Do that shit now so you be ready to play in the NBA season when the training starts and all that. Apple in the building, I see you. So I hope that Darius gets better. 20.6 average, 3 rebounds, 6.7 assists. The Cavaliers could have used a healthy Darius Garland when they lost to the Indiana Pacers. I'm not saying that's why they lost, but a healthy Darius, they'd have definitely win 7 instead of get bumped in 5 games. Other news, baseball. A milestone was reached. Andrew McCutcheon of the Pittsburgh Pirates hit a 3-run homer in the 5th inning on Wednesday versus the Marlins for his 6th of the season, 241st as a Pittsburgh Pirate, and he's in 3rd place all time behind Ralph Kiner and Willie Stargell. He ain't catching Stargell. Stargell's at 475. Kiner's at 301. He ain't catching Kiner either, but he's got the 3rd spot of the Pittsburgh Steelers of home runs, and McCutcheon will be in the Hall of Fame for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Maybe not the actual Hall of Fame, but definitely the Pirates Hall of Fame. Other news real quick. We're going to go to the NFL. Denver Broncos and running back J.K. Dobbins have agreed on a 1-year deal worth $2.75. That's fucking candy, bro. But with incentives, it could reach $5 million. That's whack. They should have gave him $5 million with the incentives to reach $8 million. Dobbins a good back. He had 195 carries last year, almost 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, average 4.6. This is kind of a crackhead contract, but you know why? He ain't going to get money nowhere else like this, so you got to get what you can get. I ain't mad at him. Other news, we had a trade in the MLB. Milwaukee pitcher Aaron Savali was traded to the Chiefs Sox for first baseman Andrew Vaughn, both having bad seasons. Savali 1-2 with a 4.91, and Andrew Vaughn hit 189. 5 home runs, 19 RBIs, is a first baseman. Noah Park, if you in the building, where you at? And last but not least, the Diamondbacks closer, Justin Martinez, out for the season with a UCL sprain. 5 saves, 4.11 earned average, 22 strikeouts. Although they kind of closed by committee, but he was supposed to be the main closer eventually. So he's out with a UCL sprain. Get well, son. Will miss the whole season. Let me see if I could call Noah Parker because I don't see him in the building. Give me a minute. This is the only reason why I love my man, but my man's hard for him to keep it real, man. I just invited him. Give me a minute. Anybody got questions for the meanwhile? I'm here to answer all the questions. Let me see who else in the building. Happy Father's Day once again. I'm waiting on Noah Parker. I know he's coming off the golf field playing golf. Let me say it right. Sounding like I said golf field like that cat. But I know he's playing golf, and hopefully he'll be ready. Let me see if he be ready. Let me check a score. 35-34 in the first quarter. High-scoring game in Indiana. Thunder must win Game 4, or they got no chance of winning this series. I don't see them coming back from a 3-1 deficit. For some reason, I can't. Okay, hold on. That was Loca, or that was, Loca said she can't comment. I don't know. Everything's set up right here. Everybody else is commenting. Yeah, Loca, if you can hear me, everybody else is commenting, so it should be able to let you comment. Yeah, the rich man sport. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few minutes. If not, we're gonna have to go to Ask Me Whatever, and I'm gonna have to take it from there. Matter of fact, I might have X come in. I'm gonna give Noah five minutes. X, be ready. You know I got confidence in you. You can hold it down. I got confidence in you. You can hold it down. But let me see. I don't see Noah tapped in at all. Usually when he does this shit, he probably got killed in the golf course. And he said, fuck the show. You know, when you lose a lot of money, you be like, fuck the show. I'm just saying, because normally he knows to come in unless it's some shit like that. Everybody keep commenting. Let me see if Loca just said you comment. You should be good. I don't know why I'm stopping you. All right, X. See if you could come in, X. I guess, I don't know, man. I don't want to keep people waiting, man. I want to start this show, man. I got a feeling he's going to tap in once X taps in. Guaranteed. A lot of points in that basketball game, bro. They're going to probably score like 250, 260 in that game. All right, X, let me know, baby. You want to pop in? Let me know, baby.
What's up, brother? I can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Fuck. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Can y'all hear me? Still? Damn, this shit is crazy. Shit is on. Now I'll take the mute off. Okay. No, I think it's on. Look, I see the thing banging right there. You can hear me? Okay, good. Now we can talk. Let's go. Come on, X. Let's come in. We got to catch up. Okay, great, great. That's great news. Let me try to bring X in the building. Damn, bro, what the fuck going on? And that basketball game looks good as fuck. All right, let me try to get X in the building. Okay, X is telling me I can't get you in. Let me try to get you in. The way you doing it, it's telling me no. Maybe you got to turn up your phone or something. Yeah, it's not letting me get X in. Oh, this shit's like getting me upset as a motherfucker. X, try again. Try again, X. We're going to get this right, I promise you. We're going to definitely get this right. All right, X, try again. I know what happened. I sent you an ad, and it was still trying to pull you in, and then you send your request. Try again. Come on, X. I got no patience, man. X, send me another one, baby. Let's go. I got hungry sports fans. We already on delay about 8 minutes. Let's go. See, I want to add him, but I know he's going to send back requests once I add him, bro. Shit, man. What the fuck? Get this shit popping. I like to know what X is doing right now. Like, I would really like to know what X is doing because he ain't sending me a request. I don't see it, bro. All right, I'm going to add you, X. I'm going to add you, so turn that shit off. I'm adding you. I'm adding you now, so look at your thing. Come in. Damn. Shit getting me tight, man. I was fucking amped for today, man. I just added you, X. You got to look at your thing. I added you. I know it's good. There's something wrong with X's phone. There's something wrong with his phone, bro. But it's all good because it's all last minute, you know. X came in last minute because no was a no-show. X, I'm adding you. Okay, you didn't get nothing. Wow. I'm not getting no requests either. Fuck, man. Let me give y'all an update. 46-45, 6:35, second quarter. Thunder got the lead. Yeah, I'm stressed. I want to work, man. I worked yesterday all night. I want to work now. And fucking technical difficulties, man. I got fucking shit lined up. X, did you turn your phone off and on and try to get in? You got to turn your shit off, reprogram your shit. Just shut it off, put it on. I do that every time before the show. Yeah, turn it off and on, always. You got to refresh your shit, dog. All that porno shit you be watching all night. You got to refresh that shit. .46, 45, 6:35 left. And a must win for the Oklahoma Thunder to tie the series, to go back to Oklahoma, tie 2-2 if they could get this win. If they don't get this win, 3-1, they are done. You ain't going to beat Indiana 3 times in a row. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. All right, let's wait. We waiting for X, y'all. Let me see if I play a little music to X get back in. Yeah, we just waiting for X to reset. You know he fuck with the pornos all night. That shit clog your shit up. That shit'll clog your data up like a motherfucker. You heard? I just waiting for X, man. Yeah, man, they took all the hype. You feel me? The momentum. It stole all that shit from me right now, man. I know, Doug, but I don't like that shit, man. I wanted to come in and give y'all this work, man. I was ready. Came out the showers, put the cologne on, all that shit. Hit y'all with the Al Pacino disloyal ass. Everybody thought he was loyal. He wasn't loyal. Been trying to fuck the nigga girl the whole movie, nigga. You call that loyal? If that's loyal, I never want to meet a motherfucker like that. Who's loyal with the money but trying to fuck my woman all day. Fuck out of here. And married her. Man. Nigga, what X went to take a shit, sir? It takes 2 minutes to turn your phone off and on. X probably got an old flip phone. Can't believe Nova sold out on me, man. He must have got cracked. Nova got cracked in them golf course. You back, nigga, but where the motherfucking... There you go. Let's hope, man. What up, dog?
Hey, brother, what's up, man?
Listen, you get every free pass because you wasn't supposed to be on today. So you get every free pass, dog. But I'm telling you, if you were supposed to be on, we would have had our first argument, my nigga.
No, I hear you. It's that I'm in the middle because my son got back from his school trip. They went on a senior trip today, so I didn't start dinner till late. So that's what I'm having now. Dinner.
Right,
so.
But we good. Listen, I'm happy you were able to cover, so you got a free pass. Don't even worry. It's like being late on a day that you coming in for somebody. They're not gonna mark you late if you're doing them the favor. You feel me? Yeah, but let's jump real quick. NBA, we got no time to waste.
Yeah, let's go.
4th seed Indiana are leading number 1 seed Oklahoma 2 games to 1. Indiana won game 3 at home. Now they're playing game 4 at home. And I have 46-45. You might have a closer score because I'm going off the computer. I don't know if mine is right on time, but I got Thunder leading by 1 with like 5:46 in the second quarter.
That's right. They're reviewing a play right now.
Okay, so that's what I got. Game 1, Pacers won 111-110. Game 2, OKC came back on the blowout 123-107. And then game 3, Pacers won 116-107. And I can honestly say that Oklahoma had at least a 12-point lead in every game and only won 1. So that's telling you a lot about their character, and especially Indiana, who's showing that they're never out of a game. Your take, X, before we move on.
Yeah, Indiana's mentally tough, man. There's not a team you're going to put away easy. We was a good series, and so far, that's what we're getting, a really good series.
Yeah, we said 6-7.
Judge just went yard. But, yeah, this is a great series. I think Oklahoma needs to tie this series tonight because if Indiana takes a 3-1 lead, I don't see them winning 3 straight to
That's
win
ball
the
game. Yo, look it. Game over.
No.
It's game over. They ain't coming back for no 3-1.
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible. It's possible 2 home games, number 1 seed, but highly unlikely because this Indiana team seems relentless. They seem relentless.
Playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
They're at home, and they know they can go to Oklahoma City. They already took 1 game. They know they can go to Oklahoma City and win another. So, yeah, I agree. They go down 3-1. I don't see them winning 3 straight. I see them maybe winning 1 more game if they go down 3-1. But I think if Indiana goes back home at 3-2, they're going to close them out. But let's see what happens tonight. Great game so far, high scoring. So let's see what they do.
Okay, Doug's saying no sound from both, but Lorca just sent a comment, so obviously she's hearing us. So everybody's having technical difficulties, I think.
Yeah, I guess
it seems like everybody's like Lorca was out earlier. I don't know if it's my heat over here or the rain in New York, but something's going on. But let me give you some averages of the series before we move on. You got Pascual Siakam, 18.3, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Halliburton, 18, 7 and 8. Mathurin, 15.3 points. Miles Turner, 13.35 rebounds. And Naismith, 10.6 rebounds. Pivot over to OKC. SGA dropping 32 points a game. Jay Wells averaging 20.75 rebounds, 5 assists, or Jalen Williams to be correct. Chet Holmgren's averaging 14, 7, and Alex Caruso's averaging 13, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in a high anticipated must-win game for the Thunder. I'm not going to say they're out because, like I said, they still got 2 out of 3 at home. But I think the way the series is looking, they got to win this game because Indiana's not taking no prisoners. They are fucking balling. And I told you they would use that plus 500 and minus 700 as chalkboard material.
Yep.
Because they disrespecting them motherfuckers like they ain't supposed to be the number 1 seed. Any last words on this series right here?
It's been an exciting series, very good series. Refs are letting them play. Oklahoma City seeing now that Indiana can match them in height and intensity. So it's not a cakewalk for them, even though I didn't think they would think it would be a cakewalk. But it's so far an exciting series. And, you know, I did take OKC in 6. I'm going to stick with that. But everything's going to change if Indiana wins tonight.
Yeah, let me make this clear. Jay-Z, not to put Jay-Z business out there, but he put $1 million OKC in 5, and he lost that immediately.
He lost that bet, yeah.
But that's, you know, that's like $1 million to him is like $100 for us. You feel me?
He probably wakes up to $1 million every day, you know? He probably makes that when he wakes up in the morning.
No, I wouldn't say $1 million. Shaq make that. But I'm pretty sure by the end of the month, he's pocketing that. You feel me? Okay, so 2-1, 50, 45, Thunder, 5 minutes, second quarter, 51 now. 6-point lead means nothing. Oklahoma needs this game so we can extend the series to make it 2-2, where we know we definitely get 6 games at least, X-Man. All right, let's pivot over. 2 guys that...
Excuse me, guys. I'm having dinner, guys, so excuse me.
What was that?
No, I said excuse me to everybody because I'm having dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, you excused today, bro. You came in last minute, so, you know, as long as you ain't starting to dance around and I only see your left eye, we all good, dog. We all good. I just want to make sure I got your image in the box. That's all. Okay, 2 guys a lot of people talking about moving. None of them are free agents. Both of them, I think, got a year left. You might correct me if I'm wrong. But we're going to start with Giannis, the Greek freak.
Yeah.
If there's 4 potential spots, where would be his spots? We're going to do 1 each. Okay. I'm going to start first. I'm going to say he's going to stay at Milwaukee as my number 1 answer.
Okay.
What would be your number 1?
Well, he did come out say he doesn't want to get traded. He did come out and say that.
Yeah, but he's fronting.
To me, the number one destination for him, and I don't think it'll be the Knicks. For me, I think it'll be a team like the San Antonio Spurs. They have the draft picks that Milwaukee wants to rebuild. They've got young players that they can build around. Who they give up for Giannis is remains to be seen. But,
right.
There's
they
a
could
lot of
stack
talk about them.
a bunch of draft picks and a couple of now players.
Yeah.
SoCon, De'Aaron Fox, guys of that magnitude. You feel me?
They do have the second and the 14th pick. So maybe Milwaukee might ask for that second pick and not the 14th. But yeah, I think San Antonio would be the best spot for him. They have a young center that's ready to be a superstar. Wembanyama, Stephon Castle might get traded if that's the case. But if they keep him, they'll have a great young backcourt with De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think San Antonio is his number one destination.
Okay, now my number two destination, I'm gonna say the LA Lakers. That's exactly what they lack. And this guy is no better than this guy right here for what they needed. They need a hustle, goal, rim protector, motherfucker that can score, and who better than the Greek Freak to bring all that shit to them tired motherfuckers in LA between lazy-ass Doncic and old-ass LeBron James. So I'm going to say number two is the LA Lakers. Who's your number two? Let's try to hurry up because I got a bunch of shit for you.
The Lakers, yeah, I agree with what you said. I think the Lakers should be number two, but the problem is the Lakers might have to get a third team involved because they don't have first-round picks and they don't have the assets that nobody really wants.
No, they got people. They got people. They got Reeves. They got Reeves. They got a couple bodies.
They got Elston Reeves. They got the kid from last year, Dalton Connect, but that might not be enough. That might not be enough to get Giannis there, so they may have to get a third team involved.
No, definitely for the picks.
Yeah.
I agree with you with that. So you agree with LA being number two?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, number three, I'm going to say the Golden State Warriors. They definitely going to need a third party. They don't have enough parts. But, I mean, that'll be a perfect ending for Giannis and Steph Curry. Curry to go out with Giannis in his last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever he got left, to get Giannis over there. The thing is, they're going to have to trade everybody on that team. But maybe even Jimmy Butler might have to go. I mean, as much as I hope they keep him. But even Butler might be packed up unless Milwaukee don't want him. Milwaukee's going to want everything they got to do. Good Golden State got draft picks. They should have a few, right?
Yeah.
So they could do the draft picks and now players.
I think they have a few draft picks, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say the Warriors at 3.
Okay. I'm going to go Detroit Pistons at 3. Pistons are a young team, up-and-coming team. They can use a guy like Giannis, and they got a good young coach there. They have the assets to trade for Giannis. Will Milwaukee trade within their conference or division? If the price
I don't
is right,
think so, but
I don't think so either. But
sometimes you got to get the sweeter deal. Sometimes you got to get the sweeter deal, bro.
Listen, if the price is right, because we all know Milwaukee's going to go into a rebuild anyway, and Giannis is not going to be a part of that. So I'm going to say Detroit. They got the assets. They got the draft picks. I think Detroit could make a move here.
Right. Last but not least, my New York Knickerbockers. We definitely got the parts. I mean, Towns beat them up over there. So not Towns. Towns didn't play them. My bad. I'm saying it wrong. I'm going to say Milwaukee Bucks, New York Knicks. So Knicks got guys that Milwaukee can use. They could take Towns.
Yeah.
It might have to take OG Anunoby, and I know we don't want to deal with him. But sometimes you got to give it up when you want some. Just like the Knicks wanted Towns. They gave Devin Chinzo and they gave Randall, right? They wanted OG. They had to give Barrett and IQ. So now you're going to have to give Towns and maybe OG and some draft picks. Unless they take Towns and Bridges and some draft picks, which I think that'll probably be better for us because I think we need OG more than we need Bridges.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because OG's a real good 3 right there. You feel me? But either way, we're going to have to lose 2 of those players and draft picks. What's your take on number 4? I'm going to say my Knicks.
The problem with the Knicks is they traded Mikal Bridges. They traded away 5 first-round picks.
I know.
That's
but
problem.
if you get Giannis, dog, everybody goes to sleep behind that.
No, that's true.
You get Giannis, I guarantee you, God, in the next year or 2, you ain't even think about those 5 picks.
I would trade OG, get that contract out the way, because you really overpaid for OG. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, I agree with getting rid of him. I will keep Mikal Bridges. He's
I don't want to get rid of him. I say you have to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm a Towns guy, even though I know he played like shit defensively and all that, but I knew he was soft. I think he's got to work. He's got to be in the trenches a little while with New York.
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge him off 1 year, and he still did good offensively.
Like
he had relapses on defense. I get it, but I already knew he wasn't built for that, X.
Yeah.
Everybody expected so much. I told my man, Art said they were going to the chip. I said, Towns is soft. And he was like, he ain't soft, Al. But now he understands what I mean by soft. It's in crunch time.
Well,
he was folded.
By getting Giannis, if they can get Giannis, now you can move Josh Hart over to the number 3, which is really his natural position. I will keep Bridges, because Bridges to me is an Iron Man. He plays every game. OG's got some injury issues at times.
Right.
So and you can depend on Bridges to be out there every single game. They're both the same player anyway. Good defensive players, good 3-point shooters.
Breezy said he played like Julius Randle, OG.
But yeah, I think the Knicks problem is going to be like the Lakers. They may have to get a 3rd team involved.
Yeah. I think he's a lot more control than Julius. Yeah. Julius go nuts. And you said it yourself, B. You said he got head issues one time. Well, OG don't got head issues. He got his head on.
Here's the thing. With Giannis, you can still run the offense through Giannis. You don't have to give the ball in Jalen Brunson.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah.
And Towns ain't ready for that kind of work yet.
No.
To run the offense through. He's not ready for that yet. Just like Julius Randle wasn't ready.
Like I said, the Knicks are going to need probably a 3rd team to get involved to get Giannis, because they're like the Lakers. They don't really have many draft picks after they traded them away for Bridges.
So who's your 4th? Knicks?
The Knicks, yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to ask the same questions. Let's hurry up, because I ate up a lot of minutes with that technical difficulty shit. So we're going to give these motherfuckers this work.
Let's go,
Everybody that stood in and didn't leave, I promise you, you're not going to regret it. We got work for y'all. Now we're going to ask the same question.
Let's go, Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. My number 1, a team that needs an outside proven shooter. The thing is, they said they lowered their asking price, but they want 2 of their young studs. They want Jabari and they want Green, and that's the Houston Rockets. By now, I think Noah's trying to tap in, but Noah's too late. Noah, you too late, brother. We got 20 minutes left on the film. Yeah, the Houston Rockets are my number 1 in land, KD, with Udoka and company. Okay. Who you got?
I got, they're saying that the Spurs, but I got the Denver Nuggets. I think the
Nuggets I like that.
Really use them. I mean, the Nuggets we saw in these playoffs, especially in the second round when they lost to OKC, their outside shooting wasn't great. Jokic can use an outside shooter.
Portis Jr. do that Reggie Miller shit to him. Yeah. Well, unless he was injured. If he was injured and didn't address it, a lot of times real good players don't want to make excuses. So if he was injured, I understand. Yeah. But Portis Jr. played like shit. That's what killed them from beating OKC. Because if they got anything out of Portis Jr., bro, they could have advanced. Because Gordon did his thing, and Murray did good enough. Go ahead.
So I got the Nuggets. I think they can use KD. KD can just spot up and let Jokic do his thing, get him outside with Jamal Murray.
I love that.
Slash into the basket. I like the Nuggets at 1.
I love that. The thing is, how are they going to make those contract fits when you got Murray and Jokic and Gordon with all that money?
I agree.
Even Portis, I think, got a little bag. So it's going to be hard to make that happen, dog. As far as money.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
One of those key players are going to have to go, like Aaron Gordon might have to go, and Portis Jr.
Listen, I'll get rid of Aaron Gordon.
And Portis Jr.
Right. Oh, and Porter Jr.
You're going to have to because you got to free up cap for KD.
Listen, you're getting yourself a legit 6'11" sniper from the outside.
Right.
Okay?
Now, my number 2 was my number 1, but I see Houston and Udoka really going hard after KD because they don't really got a solid jump shooter beside Van Fleet because Green ain't money from the outside and all them other cats can't really hit. So that's why they need to ramp back. But this team right here I'm about to mention was my number 1. Now they're my number 2, and that's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant-Man wants fucking KD.
Yeah.
Ant-Man does not trust Julius Randle just like the New York Knicks didn't. Randle's a tier 2, tier 3. In this situation, he's going to have to move down to tier 3 and let KD be tier 2, brother.
Yeah, I agree. I think number 2 is the Timberwolves. You line them up with Anthony Edwards. You got yourself Edwards who can go to the basket, shoot from outside, KD from outside. You got a good front court, so KD doesn't have to bang down there all the time because you got some big bodies that can get those rebounds.
And Nas Reed might be gone. The LA Lakers are thinking of signing him to a 3-year deal if they ain't already did. So that's a big man. That's important that they losing. But that'll make room for KD to come in. You feel me?
I mean, you got to do whatever you can. You know, they want to win now. KD needs to be there. KD wants to win also. He's 37 years old. He ain't got time to rebuild. So
Minnesota's been there, though. They've been second round, Western Conference. So they're a good team for him to fuck with. I think Denver makes the most sense. But the thing is, Denver's going to have to trade 2 of those pieces that were huge. Minnesota don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll trade Randle if they want to parts with Randle. You know, if they want parts with Devin Chinzo and a bunch of picks, and maybe they might want that young dude. What's the young dude named Alexander? They might want one of those young dudes, you know, to package them up because them guys were good off the bench, X.
No, they are. And, you know,
Phoenix are going to want a lot of them 2 of them young dudes. There's another guy. I can't remember his name. I know it's Alexander and another skinny, tall guy. I think he's related. He's related to Ant-Man or some shit.
Alexander is related to SGA.
Okay, and who's the other guy? Not Alexander, the starting tall guy. The other guy.
Damn, I forgot who it is.
I can't remember his name, but anyway, they're going to want parts with him. Probably not Randle, but they're going to want him. They're going to want draft picks, and they might.
I would trade Randle over DiVincenzo because DiVincenzo, you can keep him off the bench, and he can come in and be lights out off the bench, instant offense.
Right. Okay, so we agree with Minnesota. My 3rd pick, I don't really see this happening because it's still kind of rebuild mode. But if it does happen, it's going to have the league popping if this happens. This could be something KD might do for the league, like to get this team back where they belong, and that's the San Antonio Spurs. Because if you get KD there with Wemby, you got 2 7-foot-plus guys.
Yeah.
Yo, dog, it will be crazy in San Antonio, bro. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win, but it's going to be crazy over there if they get the sights of KD with Wemby over there, Castle, like you said, and if they keep Fox or if he's part of a deal. But that's my 3rd team. Yo, put your answers in, guys. Don't just listen to us. Put your thoughts in.
There's been a lot of rumors going around, and it's been confirmed. The Spurs are working extra hard to get KD over there. They are offering a ton to get KD over there.
They got picks. They got now players, all that shit.
Yeah. My 3rd team is the team you had at one of the Houston Rockets. You know, he'll be great there. I will give up Jalen Green. I'm not giving up Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith is a budding superstar in that middle for that team. They need him. Jalen Green, we saw in the playoffs, he just can't handle the spotlight. Shot terrible. and he's not going to get
He
any
is
better.
young, though. You is young,
He
so
is
you got to
young.
give him that.
He is young, but he's a guy that really is not going to get any better from the outside. He is what he is.
Right. I mean, he could improve, but I know what you're saying. They need a now. They need a now guy. That's why I got them number one, because Van Fleet is not the answer.
I would give up Jalen Green, a couple draft picks, maybe an extra player there if they want, but I'm not giving up Jabari. Jabari Smith is off limits for me.
Telling you, they want Green and Jabari for KD, but they're not going to, Phoenix not going to pull that trade for them. Because I don't think they got draft picks either. I think Beal ate all those draft picks like the way Bridges ate the Knicks draft picks. You feel me?
Yeah, well, they may have to get a third team involved to get that done. But I like them. They're a young team. I love Udoka as head coach. But they can use a guy like KD that can come in and.
But it's going to cost them. Like I said, they want Jabari and Green. Is it worth it for a 37-year-old guy to give up them 2 young studs?
I'm keeping one of them.
That's what I'm saying. All right, last but not least, this team really needs them. I mean, they need a lot of shit, but if they could get this guy here, that'll bring them right back in the race, in my book, in the Eastern Conference, and that's the Miami Heat. Bam would love to have KD with him. You got no clue. Bam needs KD. It'll probably cost Hero some draft picks, some other young guys, maybe the young center Ware, he looked like he's going to be good eventually. But if you could get KD over there, now they'll be relevant again. They're not going to win, but that'll make them relevant top 3, top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference. My thing, I don't think that KD wants to work that hard. He wants to go to a team, I think, that's ready to win now.
Mm-hmm.
Right or wrong?
I agree.
That's kind of ready. That's why Denver makes sense and Minnesota makes sense, because both of them's been deep in the playoffs 2 years in a row. And if you add KD to that mix, now you got something. Any last words with this before we move on?
Miami is tough because they don't have draft picks, and you know they're going to have to give up either Tyler Hero or Bam Adebayo.
No, Bam is staying. Tyler, they willing to give up.
And they don't have draft picks. So Miami's tough. My fourth team, I think, will be probably, I don't know if they'll do it, but I look at Cleveland.
They don't have no money for that. They just signed DeAndre Hunter, so they booked up.
Yeah.
They'll have to trade like Hunter and guys like that. Struss, they probably Hunter, Struss, another young dude over there, and then draft picks.
What hurt Cleveland is this season. I mean, we all know Cleveland is soft. They're not a tough team. But their shooting betrayed them too from the outside. KD could solve that problem for them. But I like Cleveland. But you're right; they don't have the assets to really trade for him like that.
Yeah, I don't think Phoenix is gonna take on contracts. They don't want to take on no contracts either. That's why them young boys like Green and Jabari make sense, because they ain't really get the bag yet. You feel me?
I feel you. I feel you.
Okay, now we're gonna pivot. We're going to the Mount Rushmore, San Antonio Spurs. Okay. I'm going to give you one, then you're going to give me one. Fair enough?
I got you, brother.
We're going to start off with Mr. Fundamentals, Tim Duncan, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3-time MVP Finals, 4 chips. 5 chips, but I need to say more.
Yeah. I agree. Tim Duncan, greatest power forward of all time. Hands down. No questions about it. We all know the numbers.
Who's your number one?
I agree with you, Tim Duncan.
Okay, now we're going to go to number 2. I'm going to go with the Admiral, David Robinson. 21 points, 10.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 10-time All-Star, 2-time champ. I got the Admiral out of Army up in there, or Navy, let me say it correct, out of Navy. I'll have everybody trying to kill me if I get that wrong. Out of Navy, the Admiral, salute David Robinson. I definitely got him on the Mount Rushmore for the San Antonio Spurs. Update real quick. Pacers steam back from that 6-point deficit, up 3 at the half, bro.
Yep.
60-57.
I agree with you. Admiral number 2, former league MVP. I mean, what else can be said about him? I mean,
Put your answers in, guys.
David Robinson was, when he played, what today's centers are. Agile, athletic, big, can run the floor. That's who David Robinson was when he played.
Definitely Mount Rushmore. My
Yeah.
third one, I'm going to go way, way back. Not before your time, but before a lot of other people's time. I'm going with the Iceman, George the Iceman Gervin. I know Brian Breezy loves that one there. Midwest Mo might have to look him up. Maybe a little before Mo's time. He did play the year with Chicago, I think, with Jordan, but he was already finished up. He did his damage in San Antonio.
Yeah.
25.1, 5 rebounds, almost 3 assists, 4-time scoring champ, 12-time All-Star for George the Iceman Gervin.
The king of the finger rolls, baby.
Yes.
The king of the finger rolls.
Yes. Yo, he got a picture with his kicks on the uniform sitting on ice, my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that if you try, baby.
For all those guys that don't know who he is, they got this thing called YouTube now. Look up the Iceman. Look up the Iceman. The man was a menace on the. But I
only guy that been called the Iceman in basketball. I heard the Iceman in an Eddie Murphy movie called 48 Hours, but I ain't never heard the Iceman in the NBA beside Iceman Gervin.
That's right, the Iceman, George Gervin.
So you agree with him being number 3?
I agree with number 3, yeah.
Okay, number 4, I was juggling all night between 3 players. I'm going to give you the 2 I didn't pick, though. And it's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
I had to take Kawhi Leonard off because it's San Antonio. It's not Hall of Fame.
No.
If it was Hall of Fame, I'll have the claw in there. But I'm talking about just the run in San Antonio. So I took off the claw, and I took off Manu Ginobili because his point average was a little too low. Wow. But yes, he got 5 chips. He did his thing, and he's remarkable, bro. Part of the big 3. I had to go with Tony Parker, who I nicknamed T-Pain. His name ain't T-Pain. Al York named him that. That's my name, T-Pain, and not the rapper. It's because he caused a lot of pain against teams defensively when he used to break that defense and do that little teardrop or alley-oop it to Duncan or Robinson. So I got Tony Parker as my closeout.
Yeah, keeping off the claw is tough because he did win a Finals MVP. He was one of their best players during that time. And really, he was the best player on that team when they won that championship and beat Miami. 2 years in a row, actually, he was the best player, and they won that one chip. Yeah, this one is tough.
I'm not mad if people go, if they go Kawhi or they go Ginobili. I'm not mad. Yeah. I'm just got to go Parker because, his numbers are better than Ginobili's, and he got more chips than Kawhi playing there. So,
no, yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna go with Manu because Manu was a Swiss Army knife kind of player. He can come off the bench, good defensive player. Come off the bench offensively. He as a starter, he can fill the buckets too. But I'm gonna go with Manu because he was a lot more versatile than Tony Parker. He was a Swiss Army knife kind of guy.
I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I broke my head.
Yeah.
All night. Pause. I broke my head. And on the Al York Sports Show, you got to give one. We don't do ties. We don't do maybes. We give it out. Okay, so any last words on the Mount Rushmore before we go to choose one and why?
I think we got it right. Like you say, no wrong answers. People can get upset because Kawhi is not on it and stuff, but that's our opinion. You can give your opinion, and there ain't no argument here.
Right. Put your answers in, guys. Sean Elliott is not bad, Breezy. That is not bad. He's in the conversation, but he don't have enough chips, and his points per game wasn't. I mean, that is about points per game, but Manu and Parker and Duncan were all right there, and Kawhi too before he got traded.
I think Sean Elliott's a good player. Was a good player, but
I like Sean, but I don't got him on my mount.
I don't think he's a Mount Rushmore guy like Ginobili was, because they were a lot more important to that championship teams. And I'm not saying Sean Elliott wasn't important, but he was just a good player in an era, that just was players like him. That's all it was.
Right. I mean, they had a lot of good players. I mean,
Yeah.
they had the Andersons, you know, a lot of guys that did work over there. But Mount Rushmore is a different language.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
these guys, like I said, the ones I mentioned all got chips, and they all pay their dues to earn those chips.
And I think with the Mount Rushmore guys, too, not only about chips, but, you know, you had to do something special during your career during that time there.
Like Iceman.
So that's
Iceman couldn't be stopped doing finger rolls from the foul line, baby. You know what I'm saying?
So let's be honest. The Iceman doesn't have rings, but we knew before David Robinson, before Tim Duncan, George Gervin was the best player in Spurs history.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, he paid his dues.
Yeah.
He ain't got no jury. And he was better statistically than all the other guys we mentioned. So that's why he gets in. If not, then you don't get in. You can't get in if you averaging 15 and you ain't got no rings. If you averaging 15 and you got 5 rings and you was a key player, then you might get some love. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right, let's pivot over. Choose one and why. Then I got to do the magical spinoff. Small forwards. You ready?
Small forwards. I got you.
James Worthy. I want your answers.
Big game.
I'm not playing with y'all. James Worthy, a.k.a. Big Game James, or Scottie Pippen, a.k.a. No Tipping Pippen. And they really called him that because he was a cheap tipper.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that girl was taking all his money. You heard?
This is a good one. I like this one.
You got to think about this one because it looks easy when you first hear it, but then you go, hold up. Worthy was an offensive force, though, low key.
Yeah. No, this is a good one because, you know, Pippen's got 6 rings, Worthy's got 5 rings, but I'm not going to go by that. Numbers are almost the same, basically similar.
James is averaging more, by the way, and Pippen got him slightly by rebounds and assists.
Yeah, we know when Pippen first came in, he had.
Akbar, keep it with the names, baby. Keep it with the names. We did Rasheed Wallace a few weeks ago.
One played with Magic, the other one played with Jordan. So they were always their Robins to the Batman.
Yo, they didn't name him Big Game James for making cookies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. This is tough, but I'm gonna go James Worthy because not only with what he did in the pros, but remember in college, he was the man in college too.
Definitely
at North Carolina.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna go with James Worthy. James Worthy, when the lights shine brightest, we know he was gonna show up and play that game. Even though he had Magic, he had Kareem, he still showed out and he made those games special. So I'm gonna go with James Worthy, but this is tough because Pippen was great, man, at everything.
Right. I'm gonna go Pippen mainly because his defense was way better.
Yeah.
Pippen got locked down defense. I seen a clip the other day. I almost forgot. It was so many years ago where he basically, who was the guy he guarded? Gary Payton. They couldn't stop Gary Payton.
Yeah.
And they put Pippen on him, and Gary couldn't do shit the next 2 games. And Gary Payton, the glove, was one of the best point guards in the game at that moment. And Pippen shut him down.
I got one for you. When the Bulls played the Lakers in the finals the first time, Magic had a big first game. Remember that? What happened after that? Game 2, they put Pippen on Magic. Magic disappeared.
It was game over, baby. Why you think I got these hats? Ball game and game over. It was game over.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm going Pippen ain't easy on this one because he can also score. Not as good as James, but he's got better rebound and assist number, and his defense is on another level better than James Worthy.
Okay.
But James had the better college career, no doubt about it. All right, we're going to pivot to outfielders.
Outfielders, I got you.
Lefty hitting outfielders. Jim Edmonds, a.k.a. Jimmy Baseball. Or Carlos Gonzalez, a.k.a. Cargo. Who and why? Talk to me, baby.
Gonzo or
you ain't see that name. Not Gonzo, Cargo. Gonzo is Juan Gonzalez.
Okay.
And now we don't want to mix up Cargo. Cargo got his own name. Colorado Rockies. Remember that.
I'm gonna go with Jimmy Edmonds, and why? Because I think Carlos Gonzalez was a great player for his time, and in Colorado he put up big numbers. But what separates them is the defense. Jimmy Edmonds won quite a few Gold Gloves, made some high plays. He was an important piece to the Angels championship team when they won the championship. He went to St. Louis and solidified their outfield when he was out there. So you didn't
made
get a
the
lot
best catch I ever seen in baseball.
Yeah, one of the best catches.
Best,
yeah.
not one of the best. The best catch to me.
Yeah.
For you, was one of the best. For me, it was the best catch.
Yeah.
When he dove full length, the ball was way over his head.
Yeah.
Full length and fucking caught. That was most credible shit I've seen, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck all that climbing the wall shit. Because once you climb the wall, the catch is not as difficult as the people make it look like. But when you stretch out all out like Emmons did, the ball was over his head, not in front of him, over his head. And made that stretch. Y'all can look it up on YouTube. Jimmy Emmons, best catch. That shit is crazy.
Oh, you could that catch is all over. That catch is all over YouTube.
Yeah.
That catch is all over YouTube.
So you like Emmons?
Jim Edmonds mainly because a better defensive player. His offense was great, wasn't great, but it was good enough to suffice. But I'm taking him because of his defense. He was a great defensive center, one of the best defensive center fielders of all time.
So I'm going to flow with this like I floated with the Pippen. Cargo better numbers offensively. Not saying that Emmons ain't have good numbers. Cargo's just better. Maybe it was because of Colorado, Coors Field.
Yeah.
But Emmons' defense is second to none. I got to go Jimmy Baseball on this. Yeah. We agree on this one. Last but not least, southpaw pitchers, game 7 and 8 prime. Who are you giving the ball to, X?
Okay.
Cliff Lee, a.k.a. General Lee, or Madison Bumgarner, a.k.a. the Mad Bum. Who and why?
Mad Bum. Mad Bum. And I don't have to say much about it because his career numbers in the postseason speak for themselves. And well under 1.2 ERA, strikeouts, the man shows up every time in the playoffs.
Yep.
I don't care what he does in the regular season. In his prime, Mad Bum was the man in the postseason. So I'm going with him, not taking nothing away from Cliff Lee, but I'm going with Mad Bum.
Mad Bum? Okay. Yep. If you went full season, I got to go Cliff Lee.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But playoffs, you hit it on the nose. This guy was second to nothing. He was on some give me the ball shit on some Pedro Martinez. You give me the ball, I come in game 2. Yep. I pitch game 1. You could put me game 3 in the 4th inning, and I'll finish the game.
Yep. Yep.
So I got to go Bumgarner because of that. Though I like Cliff Lee, but I even got a Cliff Lee jersey, Philadelphia Phillies, TPK, and Steve Levine, the Ghost. Love the Phillies. I know they probably took Cliff Lee. No, actually, the Ghost took Madison. I'm surprised.
He did?
Yeah, he went against his player. I'm very surprised on that there. But I'm going to go Bumgarner because, like you said, playoff numbers are second to none. X, great job. I'm mad because 6-7 minutes, I don't even think I could edit it that unless I send it off. And I just want to just put it on YouTube immediately because people are waiting for this. But damn, I'm upset. But it's not your fault. You came in relief, shut them down on some Madison Bumgarner. Pedro Martinez coming in the 4th inning, and you took it all the way to the 9th inning and got the W. Yep. So salute to the X-Man for that. Any last words, bro?
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Sorry I was having dinner while talking to y'all.
It's all good, man. We got it done. I'm glad. Look, I hate to use this terminology, pause, but I bust my nut. I'm happy, dog.
No, I got you, brother.
Pause.
I got you.
I got to say pause, though.
It's always a pleasure to be on. You know that. Much love to you and the fam always. Guys, you know what to do. Friends, family, subscribe. Tune in every Friday. We always having fun here. I'm still waiting for that punk ass and Fox Nick Wright to get back to me. He won't answer my emails. But, brother, it's always a pleasure. You know that.
X-Man hater, baby. Late update, 62-60. Indiana, 11 minutes, 3rd quarter. X-Man handle his business. Go ahead, do your house shit. Go chill with your son. Enjoy the rest of the games. And I still got to work, unfortunately. Yeah. But we going to holler, my guy.
And I don't think they have a happy Father's Day. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. And we'll talk.
Likewise, my brother, enjoy Father's Day. And, like, don't eat too much. And tell that girl that don't worry about it, man. You're going to catch up with her. You just have to work with Al York a little bit tonight.
Nah. She good. She understands. She understands, brother.
All right, my brother. X-Man in the building, baby. Okay, now we're going to the spinoff. We got the Champ B4 with 8. We got Tapia making a hard run late pause. We still got Ghost in the game. TPK's in the game. Pretty Mo still in the game. And Chico Linston, I got wording from Chico Linston. He'll be back next week to join the tournament. He's been taking care of some shit. He's got 8 wins, so he's actually tied with B4 for the lead with 8 wins. But Chico Linston will return or shall return. Good luck to everybody. Last part of the show, I'm still upset we had that technical difficulty. Even though it wasn't my fault, I'm upset. Let's start this motherfucker. Good work, Loca. I see you putting in them comments. Good work, Loca. She a mother, a father, she cooks, and she's putting in more comments. She picking more cottons than anybody. Like 12 years slave, picking more cottons than everybody. Good luck to everybody. Let's go. Well, I thought I said OKC, but I mean, it wasn't a mathematician. I just thought the books wasn't gonna pay all that money, that plus 500 for Indiana. But if Indiana wins this game, it's over. It's serious. They win this game, it's serious. Not technically, but I think it's serious. All right, we got round 7, giveaway 1. Good luck to everybody, man. Let's get a new winner today. How about that? 1 through 20. Shout out to my man Akbar, a.k.a. Trip. That's my man from Detroit. I got Chicago, Detroit, Arizona, Memphis, Wisconsin, all that shit. Let's keep getting them. Japan, New Mexico, Jersey, Tampa, Minnesota. And I ain't just throwing up names, I'm dead ass. 1 through 20, round 7 on my go. On my go, if it comes out, 2 come out, I'm gonna go no play. I'm not even gonna look at the numbers. There we go. Here we go. Giveaway 1, round 7. Winner is. Got a winner. Let me move it back. Make sure my hands can be seen. I like my hands to be seen, so y'all know there's never no funny shit. If you see this, something ain't right. I always want my hands to be seen. Winner is round 7, giveaway 1. Number 18. 18. Big Tap. 6 win for Tapia. Tapia coming back. He's loading up his guns and he's just firing away. Big Tap got his 6th win, folks. Big Tap. Now we going to giveaway 2. Give me a minute. Six wins for Tapia. 2 behind B4 and Chico Linston. We gonna have a good race, man. I got a feeling we gonna have a good race. We normally do. Salute the top man. Giveaway 1, round 7. Biggie, Tapia, your winner. Now we're going to give away 2, 21 through 40. Let the best man win. Salute the Akbar, my guy. I love when Akbar tunes in, baby. Way out in Detroit. He was tuning in when they had the floods out there. You know he keeping a band with his man. It's floody out there. I'm talking about 5 feet he was watching my shit. Real talk. I ain't forget that, son. I appreciate that. Here we go. Here we go. Round 7. Giveaway 2. Let me marinate these motherfuckers like I'm at Wingstop or some shit. Fuck Rick Roll. On my go. It pops out funny, no bueno. It's gotta be done correctly. Here we go. Round 7, giveaway 2 winner. No, 2 balls came out. 2 balls came out, not gonna look at it. It's gotta be 1. I ain't look at it. I got no clue what came out. 2 balls. 1 ball has to come out. Pause. 1 ball. Here we go. Giveaway 2, round 7. Got a winner. 1 ball. 1 ball, pause. Unfortunately, I gotta say pause when we mention ball, you heard? Giveaway 2, round 7. Winner is number 25. Number 25. Big Mo in the building, baby. Big Mo, Midwest Mo's in the building. Salute the Midwest Mo. And the reason why I'm screaming louder is because he had one of his packages. I don't want to say it was his family, but somebody took the red ball game cap. And that's going to stand out. He going to see that cap out there. The motherfuckers ain't got that shit out there. So now we got to get him his package so this don't happen again. Salute the Midwest Mo. Summary coming up. Guys, give Big Mo love, because every time somebody wins, he always says congratulations to 13, congratulations to 29. And I got a lot of people like that. Brian does that, you know, TPK does that, Ghost does that. One thing I like about my clique, we don't hate on each other, bro. Every once in a while, we'll get a hater. Oh, your shit is fixed. Oh, this is that, because they can't win. They can't win. But all of y'all, especially my solids, always salute other people. And I want y'all to know that I love that, because that's not hating. We don't got no hate in our blood, man. Hating is whack, man. Salute, like I said, salute. And one thing, like I said, the champ who wins more than anything always salutes. Always. Always. And right now, Mo's another one like that. Levine is like that. And like I said, TPK's like that. A lot of y'all like that. If I didn't call you out, I apologize. But yo, Mo always salute, man. Give that man love, man, because he always salute, man. And he lost his patches last week, and I feel kind of bad. I might have to double up for him, not this time around, but eventually I'm going to double up for him because, and y'all know I double up for y'all, especially my main guys. Every once in a while, I throw your son extra for your loyalties, man. Y'all know I ain't lying. Brian got a few items. Brian been with me the longest. Few times I doubled up on Brian, but he deserves it. He been with me since day 1. I mean, we in round 7, 6, 7 years. Brian played every week since week 1. Since week 1. You got to show him love. I ain't doing him no favors. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You feel me? But salute to Big Mo, man. I'm happy for him because I was so mad he couldn't find his package, man. That shit got me upset, man. I sent him the red ball game shit. He was about to crush that shit in Chi-Town with that Chicago black and red shit. But anyways, let me go to the summary real quick. We took care of the NBA finals. 2-1 lead Indiana. Indiana has the lead now. Let me go back. Make sure, yep, they're up 7. And if they win this game, I'm telling you right now, they're going to close these motherfuckers out. OKC better find a way to win this game, and it ain't looking good. They down 7. I know it's early, but they better win this game. You know what I mean? Now they down 5. They better win this game. We cover that. We cover the series. We cover the points average per play, everybody that's doing their thing. Then we swinged over potential landing spots, if there is, for Giannis and Durant. It's going to take trading and a lot of draft picks and now players. We're going to see how bad these guys want these guys, but you can't give the house up for them, especially for Durant, who's 37 years old. You know, Giannis is about 33. Giannis, I think, got more years left, but you don't want to give the whole kitchen sink for him. And then, like, now you got to build around him. You know, you want a situation where maybe draft picks, 2 players where he comes in and immediately can take you right to the chip. You don't want that you get him and then you still got to build for a couple years. That doesn't make sense. So whoever gets them out, they better have multiple pieces so that whenever they give something up, it's not really hurting them and they're only going to gain with the acquisition. So we cover that. We also tapped on the Mount Rushmore San Antonio Spurs. I wish you guys put all you know, man, your answers in. I see a lot of people put I heard he had put I think I see Ginobili. I didn't see no Kawhi Leonard. Sean Elliott I seen up there, but I personally picked. I like the Tim Duncan, the Admiral, Iceman. You got to get the Iceman in there. And my last one was hard: Ginobili, Kawhi, Parker, and it came down to Ginobili and Parker because Kawhi left after 1-2 chips, and he still wasn't the Kawhi Leonard that we seen go to Toronto, you know, and the Clippers and all that, where he really found his game and really was that fucking horse, that real horse. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I left him off the Mount Rushmore because of that. But he still could be nominated, I understand. But to me, it came down to Ginobili and Parker, and I picked Parker. My man picked Ginobili. To me, there's no wrong answers on that. Then we cover that. We cover the choose one and why. I put 3 names out there like I always do. Noah Parker, no show, no call today. I think he tried to hit me up, but he was super duper late. X-Man came, hold it down. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm frustrated because I might have to post it like that because I just got to put that work. And there's about 4 minutes there where we couldn't do shit. But trust me, I gave y'all everything I got. I'm sweating bullets under this hat right now. And I know it's a great show, man, because there's no way you can't have a good show and you going all out and you got facts and you got topics and I'm still kicking that same shit. So I know y'all was intrigued. I had a couple people say, great show. Thank you for saying that. And last but not least, the message of the day, I used Scarface as an example. A lot of people got mixed feelings. A lot of people feel that Tony Montana was loyal to Frank, the guy that owned the dealership. And, you know, Frank tripped on him when he got the Diaz brothers to take him out, you know, and because, Tony Montana was speaking to him kind of crazy. Like when he left his office, he was like, yes, boss. That's all, boss. And then that's when he hit him with that people that last in this game fly straight or they got to pay. So that was him basically saying he was sending the Diaz brothers at him and they didn't succeed. Tony came back and lit all them motherfuckers up in that motherfucking car dealership in the back. But if you ask me, he been trying to fuck his wife the whole movie, so I don't want to hear no loyalty shit. And you can't be loyalty with money and not with a nigga wife. A nigga shorty different. A wife, if y'all call that loyal, y'all niggas don't know loyalty, man. I don't care how much you like money. They gotta respect your wife, dog. Wife, legal wife, they gotta respect your legal wife. Shorty, I still would respect that. But certain dudes don't care about that because it's not the wife. But wife, Tony violated. He violated for the Diaz brothers should have been on him the first time when he was sitting hugging her, you know, and Frank came in and said, find your own girl. He supposed to get smoked right there. That's my opinion. Y'all hold your heads. No drinking and driving. Al York Sports. Nova Parker, no call, no show. X-Man came in, hold it down. Thunder need to come back. They down 8. 4 minutes left. Don't look good for the Thunder. We need 7 games out of this, so we need the Thunder to win this to get the 7. Everybody hold your heads. No drinking and driving. Love y'all, man.